Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the BTS Pro Series Season 4. We got another day of playoffs here on the Americas edition. I'm rkryptic. With me is Neph. How you feeling, bud?
Oh yeah, feeling proper right there. Gotta say, looking forward to these two hosers playing against each other. We got a proper South American mumble,
Yeah.
don't we, brother?
Yeah, we do indeed. We do indeed. I see you're taking kindly to the new woods that we're in here now.
Oh yeah, and I heard there's a new vermin to hunt in the woods here. And this Mistwood update, ain't there?
Yeah, indeed, sir. I can't. I actually can't. I'm so bad at this. I'm so pink right now because I'm laughing and trying so hard not to be embarrassed, but it's fine. Thank you so much, Neff, for treating us to these great moments that we couldn't live without.
Well, just trying to give you a little bit of Canadian hospitality that we're so famous there for.
Yeah. Okay. Coming up, we got Beastcoast versus Team Brasil. Following them is going to be Thunder Predator versus 5-man Midas. You know, two teams go home once again. This is a big first series, though. I mean, these teams are powerhouses in the scene.
Absolutely. These teams, both of them have been looking incredibly good inside the group stage. Team Brazil looked like they were going to take the top of the groups. And then Beastcoast swooped in the last minute. Tomato and KXY looking so clean as stand-ins. And ended up ending up at the top of the two North America teams, the Boomers and the Zoomers. They knocked both, Beastcoast and Thunder Predator down into the lower bracket here.
Yeah, you never know, man.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise to me.
Yeah, I think a lot of us were kind of expecting Sad Boys to have a little bit of a rougher time in the tournament. I mean, they started kind of rough. They won a lot of series that, honestly, they probably could have 2-0'd. And then some of the other wins that they got seemed kind of like Hail Marys almost. But and they ended up finishing super strong, going 4-0 in their last 2 days, and just netted that top that third position here in the playoffs. And then they ended up just somehow getting a solid 2-0 over Beastcoast, which no one really, I don't think anyone expected that, but they just played really well.
No, I think they selected who they wanted to play in the upper bracket as well because they were the first seed. That's how it went for the 7-13. So impressive for them for Sad Boys to end up beating Beastcoast there. We'll see how this game goes though. We got a new patch. We got Magnus picked up. Almost forgot we were on a new patch when we jumped into this game here.
Ah, me too, actually. I was like, I don't know. What's changed? No, there's a lot. There's a lot that has changed. Phantom Assassin is actually just as broken as ever. I think she is probably the best one position in all of Dota right now.
Excellent. You love to see it. New Arcana, second Arcana she's probably going to get if she's broken. That's usually the treatment that a hero gets just before their Arcana is released. They're broken.
Yep. We're waiting on that spec Arcana, right?
Exactly. Spectre nerfed a little bit, though.
Yeah, she was. Not as much as our boy Sven, thank the Lord. Something happened there.
Mm-hmm. We got the bonk, the Ice Frog bonk, as anyone who was tuning in yesterday would have been able to see, but Magnus reworked just a little bit as well. I'd say he's a bit weaker, right?
Yeah, he is. Tidehunter, one of the biggest winners of the patch, by the way. I think this hero has some like crazy carry potential. Like mid lane Tide could be a possibility, something we start seeing pop up. Go ahead.
So I actually got to I was standing in for Kips last night casting Perfect World. And I got to see a mid lane Tide. Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, I think I was theory crafting and I was like, it's just too good. It actually is possible that we could see this be a thing. Like he can take towers now.
Yeah. He can take towers now. Thanks to Anchor Smash. Sometimes just because of the way that you're playing the ability, the way you're playing the hero, makes it so you don't want to spend that extra gold on the item shard until a lot later.
Yeah.
You want to get your first couple of core items first, which is the case for a lot of heroes. Item shard hit and miss. Sometimes you want directly at 20 minutes. Sometimes it's like, okay, is it better than maybe? God, I don't know. Another stat item or an item I don't really need that much. Could it be better than a Glimmer Cape?
Yeah.
You could decide that. One of the big winners was Phantom Lancer.
Oh my gosh. You think so?
Yeah, I mean, not for the eggs, but for the Aghanim Shard.
Yeah, the shard is good. The Ags is worse than the shard. in every
mean,
way. Like, I actually can't see a scenario in which you would ever buy the Ags in that hero anymore.
we saw a situation last night. The situation is when you want to lose.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. There's a couple heroes I think that are beyond broken, but they are not in this patch. They're not in this draft right now, so I'm really curious as to if teams are realizing it. For me, I think one of the items that is new, the Eternal Shroud. I'm not sure if you've looked at that one much. Makes certain heroes really good that weren't necessarily, all that strong, but yeah, the Eternal Shroud, an incredibly strong item. Heroes like Pudge, Tidehunter, Timbersaw, and Underlord make incredible use of this item. Less so the Tide, but Pudge and Underlord, Timbersaw, those heroes love that item.
Yeah, Bristleback might like it as well.
Yeah.
Just recommend the spell lifesteal looking pretty good. I'm glad they're finally using the Voodoo Mask for some other items other than the Octarine Core. So it got the Kaya treatment.
Yeah, it needed to, man. It was just literally like, oh, I guess I buy a casual Voodoo Mask and I'll sell it eventually because I can't afford to go Octarine. But yeah, that Shroud, heroes like Undying, it's pretty sick.
Yeah. Are there any other items this patch that really stood out to you? The Blink Daggers all look pretty nice, but they're expensive.
They are the second most expensive item in the game. So all of those blinks, incredibly expensive. And what you're paying for is largely a recipe. So the activation on it has to be very good to warrant it, because overall it is incredibly expensive.
Hard to say which heroes to be very good on. Maybe Lena. For
I've seen
Blink Yules.
I've seen certain instances where I was like, okay, I can see this Blink Dagger being really good. Troll Warlord is one where the agility Blink Dagger is pretty sick because it gives you so much attack speed and damage immediately when you blink on top of a unit that it allows you to build those fervor stacks really fast. So on heroes like that, I could see it like, okay, that's pretty good. I think the most situational one, or the one that we'll probably see more often than anything, is going to be the strength, the overwhelming blink, right? Because there's not many casters build Blink Dagger and then also want to spend that extra money on the Blink Dagger unless it goes, super late. But it can be something that you can see on a strength or an offlaner pretty commonly because it is a pretty big AoE slow for them and a good sized nuke.
All right, this one's an interesting one. The Gyrocopter. His base agility was increased by 7.
That's a lot.
Base damage was damage unchanged, but base agility increased by 7, which is a lot of attack speed. It's more than an extra point of armor. They did some small other changes. It changes Rocket Barrage around it. I don't quite understand how it works. I haven't had the chance to see it yet. There's the demo of the Aghanim Shroud inside the update page, but it hits an extra target now. So does that mean that if there's 2 people beside you, it'll do full Rocket Barrage damage to both of them? I don't know.
Wait, so the Aghanim Shroud says it does 2 Rocket Barrage?
No, it says it hits an extra target.
So I'm assuming that means like it does the original base, but then acts like a side gunner almost and can also hit a second target without splitting the damage. That would make sense to me if that's how it works.
Well, we'll have to see. I imagine they'll get it this game. It also increases the duration by 1 second. Well, again, we'll see. Last bands here: Monkey King, Clockwork. Monkey King looked like he got a bit of a buff. He's changed around a little bit again. You see the extra 100 armor he gets in Wukong's command now? So now he sits at 200 armor underneath it?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that one was interesting. I don't know why you're going to need more than 100 armor. 100 armor bonus, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know either, but hopefully we see it. It'll be cool. It's basically at that point you have a Guardian Angel.
Yeah. I think everyone gets the Wukong command extra ring, though, don't they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Just because the extra range of it feels a lot better. No one's going to fight you underneath your ultimate anyways. But I guess that can make extra sure. If you hit level 30 on Monkey King, I imagine it's quite nice.
Yeah. Have you seen the tidal wave thing on Kunkka yet?
I have. The little splash of water.
I don't understand. I don't know if this is good.
My I have a friend who's a Kunkka spammer, and he absolutely hates it. And he's just, keep on giving him these stupid water-based utility spells. He's like, he has Torrent Storm. Now he's got this stupid little splash. He was losing it the other
Dude,
night.
imagine Kunkka with like the boat fleet, Aghanim Scepter, and Shard. There's just like it would literally melt everyone's computer because there's so much crap happening. You'd go from like 100 FPS to 5.
Yeah, I imagine that's what's going to happen in this game. That in fact might be one of Team Brazil's strategies. Unfortunately, Beastcoast they keep everybody well stocked with the latest computer upgrades. Fun fact.
Oh, nice. That's convenient.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, apparently, real talk. Apparently, the organization is quite good to them. So
I believe it.
I am friends with Mr. Coast myself. The guy, I don't know how he's an actual businessman, but powerful memer. I'm not sure if you've ever had the chance to speak to Mr. Coast.
I have not. I have not spoken with the Mr. Coast himself, but I have seen him around, you know?
Mm-hmm. You'll get the opportunity, I'm sure. CM last picked here.
So
this has happened a lot this tournament.
Yeah, I was gonna say we keep seeing the CM last pick, and they did change her around a little bit, but she's nothing like too drastically. Just some big stuff on the Frostbite. Let's see it. Anything?
The Aghanim Shard, improving the Frostbite, making so she can use it on herself and reduce damage that she's taking. If you could use it on your allies, it'd be a little bit better. But I think it's only self-targetable, right?
It is only self-targetable, yeah.
Yeah, a real shame. Then one more pick here for Beastcoast that they have available. I mean, the Aghanim Shard, you have what 3-second uptime, 2-second downtime on the the Frostbite. So, I mean, if you can spam that stuff onto any of these heroes, it's wonderful. I mean, Gyrocopter just barely able to move.
Yeah.
1 second goes a very long way when the cooldown's only 6 seconds and it lasts 3 with that shard. But
I'm curious if this is going to be the new mid Tide Hunter, because I would like to see mid Tide and have them pick something in the offlane that can really dominate this Phantom Assassin. I think they're debating it.
Mid-tide, it's possible. When I was watching, it looks like it could be Death Prophet to the offlane, probably. You could run it offline, but it's very likely going to be Tide Hunter off. Who, a pretty strong team. They ended up winning Perfect World Season 2. They 2-0'd them that series. But we're playing BTS Pro Series 4 right now. Don't want to go off about Dota inside the Chinese region too hard, upset anybody watching.
Yep. Well, no, one thing I forgot to mention, Neff. I think you know where I'm going with this.
Oh, Ricky, how could you even start to forget? I'm ready.
All right. It's that time of the day. It's the first game of the day, first series of the day. We got elimination time. We got to get in the zone, and nothing helps us get in the zone better than a good old-fashioned Monster Energy. And I don't know about you, Neff, but I'm trying a new flavor today. What do you got?
Well, I got the El Clasico again. I need to mix things up. I'm pretty boring here, Ricky.
You've been sticking with a lot of El Clasicos lately.
Yeah, I was going for the Mango Locos for a little while, but I'm liking these.
Yeah, I've got myself a Rehab Raspberry Tea. So I'm very excited. I've been told the Rehabs are incredible. I've just never got my hands on one until now. So count me in, Neff. It's time.
All right. 3, 2. I hope there's no splashback. 1.
Oh, yeah. Does not get any better than that. Perfect timing with a new game and a new pause. Describe the flavor. Give me, what is it, Neff?
Candy from a baby. And no longer
Mana in liquid form.
God, this raspberry tea is so good.
Is it really? See, I don't have access to those in Canada, I don't think. I've been to a number of stores. I haven't been able to get my hands on a rare Rehab.
Really? I only found
you...
2 at the store near me, and there was 1 peach, 1 raspberry, and I just took them immediately.
If there's any monster connoisseurs in chat, particularly the Canadian ones, and you know where I can find some Rehabs, let me know.
Yeah, I'd appreciate just Monster. If you want to send me just an entire crate of Rehab Monster Energy, I will pay for them. I don't expect anything for free.
No, me either. I mean, we had Master Chief on the show earlier. I got that from somebody from Monster. Unfortunately, he only got to make one appearance this tournament.
Mm-hmm. All right, we've got. Wow, what? Jerry, what are you doing here? Why are you displaying the network information? Please turn that off.
Oh boy, I got the network information up. Jerry, you don't need it. Not that Jerry knows how to read.
Yeah.
Either.
This is
Actually,
true.
observes entirely on instinct.
Step lively now. Your admiral
I heard he
is on
doesn't even
board.
play Dota. I don't know how he's so good at observing. Well, I guess he's hit or miss, right? But
Yeah.
sometimes he's real hit.
Yeah. Some days he's on point. All right, we got the tips coming out both ways. 4DR, tip and whisper god.
Are you kidding me?
Who do you favor going into this one, Ricky?
Very cool.
I mean,
Very cool of you.
it's hard to say with the new patch. You know, a lot of these hero changes I don't quite know yet. Like the Aghanim Shard Fire Spirits. It's just basically IO Axe, but for Phoenix. Like, it's pretty crazy. I don't know. There's a lot of potential here. I mean, just based off draft of what I saw from the last patch, I'd have to give it to Team Brazil. I mean, you're PA Mag, and I still think PA is the best hero in the game.
Yep. It adds to that problem that I've been talking about a lot when you have a core Magnus. You only have 40 seconds of empower time now when you pass it to another hero. So Phantom Assassin needs to be playing a little bit closer than Magnus. In the last patch, it was 50-second duration.
Oh, is that what they did to nerf him?
It was one of the nerfs, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, even without the mag, PA is still PA. Like, this hero didn't change at all. They gave her 5% less blur evasion, and then we're like, yeah, that's fine. Also, give her an AOE break on a 20-second cooldown. That seems good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Only 1,400 gold as well. I mean, that's nothing for what it does.
Yeah, it's like you still go your regular Battle Fury, Deso, BKB, but then you just like also pick up Fan of Knives if it's good and you're against a Tide Hunter. So you're definitely going to get it. Absolutely you're going to get it this game. Does it break Side Gunner is the question. Is Side Gunner considered a passive on Gyrocopter?
I don't believe it is now.
Okay. Because it's tied to Flat Cannon, right?
Yeah. It's tied to flag. There's some of these things that exist inside the game that were not breakable,
Step
such as
lively now.
the
Your admiral is
previous
on board.
Faceless Void backtrack. You could not break that for a very long time.
Yeah, which never made sense to me because he was just uncounterable.
Yep. Good stuff there, but side gunner, you cannot break either. I don't believe.
So have you
Which is-
seen the new Magnus Shockwave? Ags?
I have not. Does it just like
Dude.
is it like triple arrow and then back or what?
It's incredible. Like this Ags is so good.
Horn toss is less good. It looks a little bit funny for sure, but
Oh, yeah.
anything you could do with horn toss, I think you could already do with the way they change shockwave around with the pullback and the slow duration.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how I feel about that. It's just like a baby stun for 150 damage. It's like you're paying 1,400 gold for 150 damage baby stun.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty bad.
Then
Like if it
everyone's
had a
gonna start
really
calling
low
baby
cooldown,
stun.
like if its cooldown was like 5 seconds or something, I'd say maybe it's worth it because you can just constantly maneuver people. But yeah, there's no reason. I think you actually like go Aghanim Scepter Core on Magnus now. It's just so much nuke damage.
You can only hit somebody once with it though, I thought.
Each one of them can hit someone once.
No, that's not right.
I'm
That can't be right.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
I gotta check real quick. That can't be right. Get it?
Bottom lane, Costa Bile grabs the first blood on a Shadow Demon. Now, Jerry, too busy looking at new Aghanim Scepters. You know, clearly the guy, he hasn't read the patch notes. He must be hungover still.
Again, not really a Dota player. I mean, it's surprising that he was casting with us for the entirety of yesterday and didn't end up reading the patch notes.
Yeah.
Like the guy wasn't even trying.
What a
Jerry.
weirdo.
Yeah.
Kunkka falling low mid to KXY's Death Prophet, which is expected, right? Kunkka not going to do exceptionally well against the DP lane, but there's this, the good old X to bottle, and this is what makes Kunkka a great mid laner.
Yep. Did he just buy the bottle there?
No, he already had it. So he bottled full. He bottled completely in lane, causing Death Prophet to use, you know, all her death spirit siphons, and then TPs out. You know, X TPs rather, and gets all 3 bottles. Charges back.
Yeah, he's just gonna be able to do it again in another 50 seconds here. Let's look elsewhere because we're probably not gonna see too much action. Schofield stacking up the mid camps here. Probably gonna max out that. I'm curious if he's gonna max out the Crypt Swarm or the Spirit Siphon.
You usually max out the Crypt Swarm, even though you're against, you know, Mag and Kunkka. They have a lot of control on those heroes that can break the Spirit Siphon, and I think you're better off just having Crypt Swarm for the nuke. So the nuke scales really well.
Yeah, the nuke is quite good. You are in a matchup against a melee hero, though. Yeah.
Color me stupid.
I like that one. I'm stealing that later. But you're in a matchup against a mid hero, so Spirit Siphon goes a lot further here. I think if you're against a range hero, you want to max out the Crypt Swarm. But here they want to be able to zone Kunkka from the lane, so 3 charges as well as the.
Oh, I didn't know it went up in charges. Is that a new thing?
Nope, that's been in the game for a long time.
Yeah, well,
yeah, 1 charge per level.
for some reason I always thought it had like the max charges the whole time, or that it started at 2 or something. Bottom lane, Kostubile is just getting slapped by Whisper on this Tidehunter.
Yeah, he's up to go multiple points in the Kraken Shell. I like that they improved it to 18 damage block at level 1 rather than the 14
It was
before.
14. Yeah, I went up by 4 at every level.
Yeah, because you had the 50% chance of damage block at 16 damage, so you'd end up blocking less with Kraken Shell than you would with.
Than just passive being a melee hero.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, wow, thanks, great ability.
Yeah. So you don't really want to invest the point into the ability.
Yeah, until you're ready to put 2 in, and then nice snipe there from Schofield. Grabs Steelacore's courier, and he's got no spells left. He's gonna kill it. Wait, is he afraid? Is he actually afraid? Oh, he's gonna get him. Yep, you been got, bird.
I mean,
He's trying to hold the disruption. Yeah, there you go, 5 points. Doesn't want to have to commit the disruption for sure. Oh, bottom lane, you lose Tidehunter. That's a big death.
Yeah, it looks like Seam just ran him down. That's all it really takes. Curious if he's going to max out Frostbite first. Some people have been doing, given the fact that at level 20 you might want that Aghanim Shard. He's holding the point for now. I mean, they've got a lot of disable here between CM, Kunkka, and Magnus. Even Phoenix. They have ways of keeping people off this Phoenix. I actually like Kunkka and Phoenix together quite a bit.
The torrent, the boat, everything is just so good. They're gonna dive Schofield here, kind of punishing his like positioning. He's just been really deep here, trying to make space for KXY in the mid lane. KJ rotating over a great Crystal Nova, and with that Frostbite, they should be able to take him down, but the Exorcism, my lord, from KXY, just easy kills for him.
Yeah, the Exorcism to get some damage into the tower, the fortified chemo, and then Death Prophet decided just to continue to dive there. So she doesn't get the tower, but they bring it pretty low. Fight recap shows that things obviously a little bit in favor of Team Brazil after that one. 422 gold going their way and 438 XP. Look down here to bottom lane again. Whisper, he's just by himself while PA in the jungle.
RP top lane committed. They're going to try and just go real heavy on this Gyro, and he is not fast enough to get away from the Crystal Maiden plus the Skewer. That's a fantastic kill, just using the RP as soon as he got it.
Yeah.
Great communication, right? You have to set that one up with the team. You're like, hey, I have RP on this creep wave. Come.
Now.
Doesn't happen in pubs, you know. You'd be like, hey guys, come, we can kill this hero, and they're like, oh, hold on, let me finish farming this creep camp.
And then also the one beside me, because I might as well since it's here, and then the opportunity for the kill is long gone by the time they get there.
And then they're like, well, I don't see the hero there anymore. It looks like we can't kill him. Like, I'm gonna go farm another creep camp.
Why did you call for me to gank in the first place? I don't get it. Yeah, we've all been there before. Whisper is getting a little bit of space now here in the bottom lane.
Ooh, your stacks have been found by 4DR on the Kunkka, and they do not want this to happen. He's already taken one of them, but the boat's coming in. King RD here as well. I mean, this is another kill. If they take down Tomato 2 times in a row, that's a huge deal. He does get the disruption off on the backside, and Fingers be able to go on in, keep him alive thanks to that IO. But the dive in from Theodore, lots of magic damage. Kostabile even TPs on in, and they will get one. They lose the Crystal Main, but at the end of the day, you're pretty okay with this. Theodore TPs out barely in front of the Tidehunter.
The absolute mad lad. But killing the gyrocopter there, again, you're more than happy to trade the CM for that gyro.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Some extra XP and gold going the way of Team Brazil once again. I feel like outside of the team fights, Brazil are out farming them, but for now, inside, they're just getting outplayed. It'll change pretty quickly here. I mean, Empower on this Phantom Assassin. You gotta farm up very fast. You got the Mask of Madness build. Kostabile is no joke either. This guy is an incredible carry player.
He really is. Every time we've seen him in this tournament have just a little bit of space, he just comes out of nowhere. The Fairies Trinket, pretty good item. Great on spellcasters for sure. So I'm a big fan of this one.
So did we figure out why it's called spell damage and not spell amplification?
No, not even a little bit.
I see.
Possessed Mask and Broom Handle drops for the Tidehunter. I'm not really sure how I feel about the Possessed Mask. 7% lifesteal is pretty good, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I think it's good on Ursa and Luna. I'm not sure about other heroes. Oh my, Schofield. He's just gone. That's the RP. He'll use off a cooldown again.
Yep, he just skewers right in, RP's the boy, and PA blinks forward with that extra empower damage, and he's just super dead. And he's got that Mask of Madness, obviously the build that you typically go when you have a Magnus on your team, and it's allowing you to farm incredibly fast. And she's going to rush the Desolator. Everything checks out here. Bottom lane, KJ goes down to the IO Tidehunter. Dude, he slaps. Oh, baby.
Yeah, that's a Vladimir's offering on that boy. He runs into any trouble, he's just going to heal up to full HP instantly. The spirits expire before they find Theo LaCour, and he gets the TP off.
That was so close.
Nice escape there, very clean. King RD sweating a little bit, I'm sure. Sorry, Theo LaCour sweating a little bit, I'm sure. King RD already up here providing the power with the DI. Has to play close to Phantom Assassin this game.
It's funny, I've been looking through a lot of the Aghanim shards for like, basically I just, last night played a bunch of games with friends. We just made an in-house lobby with like 15 people and just rotate in and you know, play the game, experiment new heroes. Our agreement was no one's allowed to play Hoodwink.
I see.
Yeah.
Why is that the agreement?
Because everyone wants to play her, right? Everyone wants to play the hero, but she's so broken that it just makes the game not fun. So we wanted to, you know, figure out what changes there were. And there's some pretty wild changes. I think Underlord might be the most slept on hero right now, in my opinion. That hero is now a magic damage tank. Like,
yeah. Is the new Firestorm really that good? The 15% heal doesn't seem great, but it following you around.
It has 100% uptime.
Ah.
It has no cooldown.
I see.
So it's pretty good.
I did not consider the 0 cooldown.
Yeah, no cooldown on Firestorm is pretty good, and it follows you around. Obviously, you still have the option to not have it follow you around, so you can just depush waves with it. But I mean, in fights, you just drop Pit of Malice and run at people, and your 15% spell amp, you get the 20% spell amp off of the Eternal Shroud, and then you just build like regular tank items. I went like phase boots into Eternal Shroud, Kaya Sange, and then like Radiance. It was just like running around and no one could hit me. It was stupid.
I mean, you don't even have to right-click people. You just M-click them with your.
Oh yeah, I bought a. They had a troll who would just like try and kill me, so I bought an E-blade and was just like, "Yeah, I dare you."
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
Onto him after you E-blade him, or yourself for that matter. If
yeah, I would just E-blade, just E-blade whoever. But it's one of these things where I think Underlord was so static as far as his builds in previous patch, right? Because he didn't really. You just built him as like this annoying person that depushes, and he's just a big tank, right? And I think now you can legitimately build him as a damage core. And it's like that's something that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we'll see. There's a lot of potential in some of these heroes. Ricky's sleeping dart, pretty interesting. He's not a support. I was completely wrong, by the way.
Let's see. Did you get the chance to play him, or did somebody turn the tables on you?
No, I got a chance to play him. It's really bad.
I see. So he's not a support or a core, is what you're trying to say.
He's still a core. They just made his utility better. So he like gets a buff from the core aspect because now it's like smokescreen is just better. But yeah, lots of weird stuff that came out. I'm just watching Whisper slap creeps in the mid lane here. Level 9 on the Tide Hunter. He's just got these phase boots, the Vlads like you pointed out, and now he's gonna go back for, I'm assuming, Hood of Defiance and a medallion.
Telecor might just die here. Man.
He's pump faking the Ravage. He's like, do it. Oh my gosh, the dive forward.
Oh,
if that hit, you might have died on the Phoenix, but you're going pretty heavy in here on the Tide Hunter, and they should have the damage. He's going to commit the Ravage to cancel out that Sunray, keep himself alive. 5 heroes come out into the mid lane. Whisper nearly dying to that Tidebringer, but he's going to survive.
Yep. Again, did have to commit the Ravage, though, so that is down. I think they're just going to shove mid tower here. They'll get back and go to farming. And we're talking weird things. Costa Bile actually not, or the team of Team Brazil actually not pulling ahead on net worth, despite the fact that they're farming up with Magnus PA. Still neck and neck with them here, thanks to that IO Gyrocopter combo on Beastcoast. Doing pretty good themselves.
So, IO has the fluffy hat, one of my favorite new items. Fine and functional fauxpery for, I don't know, fashion forward. Something KXY found in the river. Schofield ends up disrupting the enemy. He's not able to get a single Spirit Siphon off. He just goes down, and Egg on the high ground committed, but 2 fantastic kills, opening up that mid lane tower as well.
Yeah. And again, without the Ravage that the Tide Hunter had to expend to get out of there earlier, there's absolutely no way for them to take the fight. RP is still up as well. It looks like King RD, he's out for blood.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's pretty strong right now on the offlane mag. I love this build. He just has Arcane Boots into a Hood of Defiance, finishing the pipe. Probably see a Guardian Greaves come out eventually too. I mean, he knows his PA is going to have all the damage in the world to kill any hero. He doesn't have to go this damage build. He just needs to keep his team alive and enable the PA here. And that's, you know, pretty much what she's doing. She's got a Deso completed before the 15-minute mark.
Yeah, Beast Coast is playing a little bit slower than I'm used to seeing them. Usually it's a bit of a bloodbath with the 4-protect one, but given the fact that Stinger is on this IO, it must accelerate Tomato's farm here. They're playing a bit more defensive and farm-oriented this game. I'm surprised that this ward has lasted the entire duration, essentially. The Observer here.
Yeah, the Observer sentry on the high ground.
Yeah, I think he's going to deward it now, maybe. No.
Doesn't look like it.
What are you up to here, Schofield?
They're pinging him out. They're like, guys, he's got 3 wards. Where's he going? Doesn't find the one on the high ground there. He wanted to catch both of the high ground sections, but they got a ward over here. He might find... Oh, he has no other sentry. Oh, God. They're going to see him place the ward. Oh, that feels so bad. Bottom lane, they did find Telecor on the Phoenix. He's trying to dive himself away. Able to make it to the trees. Has a TP available, and I really doubt they commit a rat. Oh, they don't need to. The 4 points in Crypt Form finds the kill, and on the other side of the map, Shadow Demon ends up going down since they did see him just rotate over. And KJ just drops a sentry.
Out of there, KJ.
You can't underestimate those PA illusions, sir.
Yeah. Don't forget about how strong Costa Bile is. Whisper's got Ravage, but there's no way they find Costa Bile. He's not going to give himself up until he gets that BKB online.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to go Deso BKB and then pick up those Phantom Knives, I'm pretty sure. So good at breaking the Tide Hunter if they have any form of stun. He just can't get out of it.
I mean, it's pure damage. It's max HP and pure damage. That is so good.
And it's 12%. It's not a negligible amount. It's 12% of your health immediately gone, and you're broken for 3 seconds.
And a huge AoE too.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good ability.
No Blink Dagger available on Magnus, which is why they're playing so close together on Beast Coast here.
Ooh, they commit the Exo. The Ravage comes out as well. Egg defensively placed on the backside of the fight, though. This could be a big problem. The Tide, he's going to go stunned up. The boat is there, but he walks with 50 HP. RP on the backside, though, catching Gyrocopter and KXY on the Death Prophet. She cannot get herself out of here in time, but the IO comes in. He saves a Whisper, heals up thanks to the Anchor Smash. It's a disaster for Brazil. They lose 4, and they're chasing down King RD. They got everything that need. That Exo going to be able to easily clean up this Magnus, and Whisper, it said, just slaps him down with that Anchor.
And they get Tomato there, but everybody else stays alive. There was a beautiful disruption there from the Shadow Demon. You really need a BKB on this Phantom Assassin. Threw it out onto the PA, so rather than save the Death Prophet, so rather than her being able to do the damage, the PA was just taken out of the fight for that short duration of the RP. Gofield choosing the perfect target to use the disruption on there. Usually you use that as a save.
How do you feel about this Falcon Blade item? I have yet to figure out if it's any good or not. I think it's good on like a couple heroes. Like the new hero, Falcon Blade actually is pretty sick.
Let's see. I think somebody shot me a message about that one. Yeah, he said Falcon Blade is actually okay. After playing a few games, I realized drums cost more and doesn't give mana regen.
Oh yeah, it's the mana because like if you need a mana regen item that's still decent, it's basically Falcon Blade, right? That's the idea, because you don't get it from drums anymore.
Well, I think you get Urn, to be honest, but if you can't get Urn, you might get Falcon Blade.
So if someone's already building an Urn, Falcon Blade's the alternative. Maybe that was the idea, is because they saw people wanting a mana regen early game item, and they're like, well, we have 2 Urns. And Brax, you know, in that other game, he's like, I know you're building an Urn, but I also want an Urn.
Well, I'm not, maybe he didn't know that you are also building it. We're assuming things right here.
Yeah.
I don't imagine Brax would make mistakes, though.
Yeah, Brax has never made a mistake. Roshan going to Team Brazil. Whoa. That's weird. Nice stack clearing here from the IO Gyro. They do have that Aghanim Scepter completed. Get some good drops here off of the Ancient Camp. Aquila, Pupil's Gift. They already have a Grove Bow.
Both teams having a Grove Bow. They picked them up at the same time. It goes a long way on Gyrocopter. The extra attack range, attack speed, being able to buff the damage that you do with Rocket Barrage.
And Call Down. I mean, it makes your whole kit really good.
Yeah. He's not gone the Aghanim Shard for the Rocket Barrage upgrade on the Gyrocopter, and this doesn't surprise me. Again, I wanted to see what it looked like inside the game. I'm not sure if it ends up shooting out 2 onto multiple targets, but we might see it in the late game, because eventually he's just going to want more slot efficiency, right?
Yeah, reloading bottom. They're going to go ahead and take IO down here with kicks. Well, I guess they were a little bit afraid for some reason. One thing I did notice, Holy Locket picked up on the IO. Now, not a bad item since it builds out of this like fluffy hat, right? I think that's pretty good. And it also picked up a Bullwhip. I'm not sure how familiar you are with Bullwhip, but 3 HP, 3 mana regen, grants 16% movement speed to the target you want, so you can just tether the Gyro, give them 16% movement speed, and it applies to both of you. That's pretty good. This is like an amazing IO item at level 2.
Yep. I'm very familiar with the Bullwhip, actually. I know that they've reused the Queen of Pain Arcana sound on the Bullwhip.
You did notice, right?
Yeah. Did you notice this one last night?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, under closer inspection, we realized that Valve is just reusing some of their recycling resources, not reusing.
The new Coddle ability uses the same debuff animation as I think Hoodwink's ultimate debuff or something. But it's just like way more intense, but it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same debuff. Look. Valve on a tight schedule here, guys. Give them a break.
Tight budget as well. Small indie company cannot possibly afford hiring some extra staff to do animations for them. I don't know.
Have you seen the Mars ags? Because, oh my god, dude, those soldiers need to be completely remade. Schofield gets caught out of the place here by Coast Bay. A nice missile, though, in the save from Stinger. PA, first life down. They have Ravage, but you got to be careful of the BKB. The Exorcism coming out. King RD zoned off the fight, unable to go in quite yet. They blink out, but 40R, he goes in. Coastability forced his BKB already as well. Whisper still holding that Ravage. The RP comes out holding IO, but it's not enough. There's going to be the Ravage, and they just turn around. 40R, you got no saves. Coastability goes in the egg, will stun down the Death Prophet, but oh my god, just gets bursted by Schofield and that anchor smash, and now KJ on the run. The butterflies or the bats will do their bidding. Chasing down through the core, gets caught by a silence. I don't see how you survive this one. 4 more heroes will fall. This time, Beastcoast once again taking an incredible fight.
Yeah, and these saves coming in from Schofield are doing a lot of work. Whispered was showing patience, holding that Ravage until he absolutely needed to pop it. And Phantom Possession, she died, what, like a second there? She took 337 damage from that anchor smash and ended up dying to the exorcism, the gyrocopter side gunner, the gyrocopter flat cannon. All these heroes going down in no time, and also all this AoE.
Oh, he took 330 damage from the anchor smash.
Yeah, he doesn't even have the Aghanim shard.
Oh, he's got a solar crest. he just solar crest you and slaps you with an anchor for all of your health. And he's going AC next. I honestly think this is a viable Tidehunter build because you can just pick up this Aghanim shard at any point and suddenly you just do so much damage. It's also really good for amping the gyro, right? Obviously, that's probably like the primary reason. There's going to be the BKB 40R going in. Death Prophet trying to soak up some damage, but the boat, it's not going to connect. Coastabile and 40R committed their BKBs for this. They need to back.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
They've expended a lot of the abilities on their side. RP up at another 30 seconds here. Phoenix Egg in 20, but Beastcoast, they're just going to get the disengage here.
Yeah, it looks like they want to go push top lane, and that's exactly what Tomato's going to do on the gyro. It's getting closer to the MKB, which obviously does work on your side gunner, so it makes it very good against heroes like Phantom Assassin. It did get nerfed, right? We talked about it, 30% damage nerf to its active. Oh, psych, he's going BKB.
Makes sense. I mean, you're against the Kunkka, the Phoenix, the CM. You don't want to just get locked down in these team fights, even with your status resistance that you have from your Sanjin Yasha. It goes a long way, this BKB.
I want to look at Holy Locket before and after the patch. The amplification is the same. The aura is good. 3 regen aura for you and your allies. You get 2 from the mech. Dude, he actually just has... What is that? Just like 8 passive regen on anyone he's tethered to, plus himself. So it gives him 16 bonus health regen, just base. Between the mech aura, Holy Locket, and the bullwhip.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good. You can bullwhip the target you're tethered to and speed both of you up as well.
Yeah, exactly. Right? That's what I was saying. It's a pretty sick combo. All right, well, Egg committed on the high ground. He's looking to get on top of the gyrocopter. He doesn't have the BKB quite yet, so he's got to be careful. Stinger, you can relocate your boy out, but it looks like they're feeling comfortable to stand their ground. Schofield just throws him under with the disruption, and there's going to be the heals. They turn it around. They have Ravage available, chasing down 40R on the Kunkka, the backside of the fight. Here comes KXY on this Death Prophet. They grab 2 on the Ravage. Delacor and KXY looking pretty rough here. 3 heroes go down, and Beastcoast take a 3rd favorable fight.
And without the loosest tier, 2 tower, no time at all. Once this fortification ends, oh my god, look at this exorcism rip through the tower.
Yeah. Did they change EXO at all?
I don't believe so. Exorcism, I think, exactly the same.
This Blink Death Prophet build is awesome. I'm about it. They force BKB. They get the RP Coastability. You got to find something here. Get the kills. You need to take down Stinger, but it's not going to happen. He goes for the relocate. He doesn't even need it. Oh, my gosh. A little bit of miscommunication there maybe from the side of Brazil. He just wasn't ready to go in on the PA.
Phantom Assassin needs to somehow get these fights. I think she needs to sell something to get this Phantom Knives upgrade. You're going to lose your racks if you don't do anything. In fact, you're going to lose your other racks if Beastcoast feel like it.
Yeah, they definitely just go 2 here. There's no reason not to. You have Gyro Side Gunner, this Tidehunter, incredibly tanky on the front line, and KXY, I mean, he's got Lotus Orb, Yule's Blink. He's incredibly tanky himself. He doesn't need the IO to tether him.
Yeah, and this IO... Tomato heals him Stinger heals Tomato so much with this mechanism. I think that last fight when he popped the mech, thanks to the amplification there from a Holy Locket, he ended up going like, I don't know, almost 800, 900 HP. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, and then not to mention he has like the active on the Holy Locket.
Yeah.
All right, 40R has been found, forced to BKB once again. You're just gonna have to TP on out. No way to stop that. But I mean, again, you're forcing stuff out of Brazil in this form. In this case, it's another BKB charge from your mid lane. He's down to 6 seconds.
Yep. This game might just be over. I mean, they're still only hitting level 16 on Costa Bila. He needs 18 before he can really take the fight and have those big crits on Phantom Assassin. Doesn't have the Basher just yet. I think this creep camp will be completed, but Phantom Knives is something else you need. You need to get on top of Tidehunter with that and the Basher and blow him up before he's able to use his Ravage. With that to break Dispelling the Kraken Shell. I don't see them checking all these boxes here in Brazil, though.
The offensive Demonic Purge. He bought it. So the shard for Shadow Demon allows you to cast Demonic Purge on allies, and it continuously dispels them and then heals them for the amount once it's over. It's a little bit different. Egg right on the high ground. That is... Oh, the sidestep by Tomato. Incredibly well done. And on the backside, Costa will be able to take down that Shadow Demon. He's focusing on Stinger. The IO, can he get fall? Oh, he has to just TP out. It's not going to happen. The Torrent, though, will catch him. Well played there by 40R, at least getting 2 for 1, but I mean, it's going to cost him his life. His BKB expiring. That missile's going to connect. Another kill going the way of the Gyrocopter. And where did King RD die? He died bottom.
Yes, it looks like he ran all the way down there. What did he die to, though? That's my question. Just a siege creep, it looks like. After the bow buff expired, that's what it was.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's HP removal. Bow buff expires, and he ends up dying to the creeps and doesn't get his TP off. Oh, man. They're going to lose their last racks here. RP on cooldown with 70 seconds. There's nothing that they're able to do here.
I mean, they didn't even commit Ravage in the last fight. He has no cares in the world on this Tidehunter. Like, look at him. He's just sitting here. You know, so much armor. Even with the Solar Crest used, he sits at like 25. They're going to go ahead and initiate onto the Gyro, but there it is. The Ravage into the call down. Tomato, he had the BKB waiting the whole time. Coach be like trying to blink out, but KXY was there waiting anyway. You lose the PA. And they still have plenty of playmaking potential here. There's going to be your offensive Demonic Purge. I'm curious how much this heals. So from 950 basically. Okay. That's pretty good. 400. Yeah, the full. I was going to say if it's reduced or not. It doesn't seem like it. Ooh, a nice disruption. But he is going to be pretty far out of position here on the Gyro. He goes down. Well played there from King RD, setting himself up. A nice kill. KXY going for a self-Yules. Or I guess whoa, some lag right there. I'm not sure if you caught that, but
I did.
Sure, we're fine. Whisper still frontlining here for his team. Stinger should be able to jump over. Nice defensive disruption. He's going to get in a little bit of trouble here. The Lotus Orb comes out, trying to keep him alive. Ghost Scepter as well. On the other side of the fight, 40R is just chasing Whisper on this Tidehunter, but he just doesn't seem to really care that much.
No, go field. They do end up grabbing him. Tidehunter does not care. This is the world's most relaxed watermelon.
Oh, yeah, man. What does a relaxed watermelon look like?
Whisper.
Ah, okay. Very cool. Guardian Greaves completed on the IO. So we saw him in previous fights, having to get Lotus Orb by the Death Prophet in order to remove, Spirit Vessel and stuff like that. But now you have Guardian Greaves as well, which gives you so much healing for whoever you're tethered to.
The scan comes out immediately as they go into Roshan. Ravage not available for another 50 seconds, but they do have Exorcism. So,
oh my gosh, KXY just blinks right into the center of the Roche pit. But a good RP can be able to hold him in place. Stinger still has some spells, still some coolers. Oh my god, a massive throw by Beastcoast. I don't know what they were thinking. They didn't have Gyro there, and Whisper has no Ravage. They're just going to chase him down. X pulls him back. Sunray, easy work there. Now you get Roche.
That was not great. I mean, I don't think they were in that much of a rush. In fact, I don't think you really mind giving up Roche there. The agency team isn't going to go that far on Brazil when you're already down 2 sets of Axes. Tomato, he just bides his time, finds himself a ceremonial robe, but all of a sudden there's a little bit of room to breathe on Team Brazil. The game had looked all but over to them.
I still am not sure how I feel about Ceremonial Robe. It is a really sick aura. I mean, it's 1200 radius, 10% magic resistance, and 10% status resistance as an aura, which, I mean, these types of items are always typically pretty good. but I'm still not entirely sure how I feel about it.
I think it depends on the hero.
Yeah, or I mean, to me, it's like, it more depends on like your team lineup, right? Because you can throw this on any hero. Like, no hero is going to be like too upset about having 350 mana, but if your lineup like works really well for this, it's pretty good. Oop, they've caught Shadow Demon. He's going to go ahead and just fall there to Costabile. An easy kill for him. PA queues up the Divine Rapier.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. She managed to find herself an Orb of Destruction while she was in the shop earlier, and she's queued up the Divine Rapier. She's going to get the -3 Armor Corruption too, I imagine. So, finding some pretty useful tools here on Costabile. The game could turn around. It looked all but over for them, but now a small glimmer of hope.
I'm not really sure how I feel about the Psychic Headband here on the Phoenix. That one seems pretty bad.
The item or just it in this game?
Just on Phoenix. It's like very good for certain spellcasters because it gives you percentage-based bonus intelligence in cast range, but like Phoenix doesn't really use either of those things.
No. I think OD would be good on.
It's like OD and Silencer and Invoker have been the big ones that are like, they get that item and it's pretty wild.
Puck be a good one.
Yeah, Puck would also be a good one. Cast range, incredibly valuable. The pushback is also really good.
Well, is there any highlights of this in-houses that you played last night? Any truly wacky stuff that you saw now that we have a moment of downtime? Actually, I take that back. We've got no downtime.
There is no downtime, yeah. I mean, there was a ton of wacky stuff that we were trying out, yeah. Just some funny stuff. I think I really want to see Dazzle make his way to being a core with some of these changes, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think in certain lanes you might be able to see it, but KXY is just going to go ahead, Exorcism the high ground, walks right on in. Spirit Vessel immediately purged thanks to Lotus Orb. He's only got 2 charges left, so that's actually pretty significant. They're just going to continue whittling away at this barracks. Fortification has expired, and Exorcism should make quick work. Tank the missile there on the Phantom Assassin. I mean, this is Mega Creeps. You got to do something here on the backside. They go ahead and get the egg down. There's going to be the BKB from the gyro. He just tunnels it. Stinger gets RP'd. He's taking so much damage, but he's able to get the heals off. He still has 20 rocket charges, and boy, his HP just went all the way back up, and this is just going to be a stomp here from Beastcoast. Team Brazil, no way to prevent this from happening, and Costabile, he's got an Aegis. They just didn't care. Wait. Oh, I thought Costabile died. He just one-shotted the IO. That'll do it. Okay.
Yeah. That is a lot of minus armor, and IO does not have much armor to work with. He's got a bit more now beside his here. He's got the Ring of Aquila aura. He's got the Assault Cuirass.
They're just going to focus on this. IO will break the tether. Oh, no. She takes... What? You just took your damage out of the fight. Gyrocopter. Oh, he's got boots of travel. And there's the Ravage reinitiation. They take down the PA. They get the Aegis. And they call it GG. Rightfully so. PA, Costabile, he's angry, so he's going to get a couple kills before the game is over. And Beastcoast take game number 1.
Yeah, they look incredibly clean in these team fights. They did a great job of controlling Costabile here. In that last fight, in fact, the Death Prophet used the preemptive Yule Scepter on the Phantom Assassin. So as soon as the as soon as the Blink Strike connected on the Gyrocopter, he was thrown up in the air. And this happened a number of times. I mean, in that one team fight in the bottom lane where you got a very sick RP off and things looked like they were going to go in favor of Team Brazil, Schofield was there. He disrupted the Phantom Assassin, just constantly kiting her around, which is one of the hero's biggest weaknesses, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I liked this draft a lot from Beast Coast. I thought Team Brazil had it just because PA Mag seems to be really strong, but, you know, didn't really consider the impact of this Death Prophet. Like, this build was perfect. You know, this Blink, Yules, the Lotus Orb, he just finished 12, 2, and 12. KXY, man, this guy has had an incredible tournament.
Yeah, think you're doing an excellent job of standing for Chris Luck. Him and Tomato both, you know. I keep joking around. They got to be nervous when they come back from vacation. Just they find out their replacement or the temporary replacement was better at their jobs than them. I'm half joking.
Half joking, yeah.
Half joking. You guys better watch out for Tomato and KXY. But clean game there for Beast Coast. Both of us, I think, thought that the game would go in the favor of Team Brazil, but the series isn't over yet.
Definitely not. It is an elimination series here. We are in the lower bracket, round 2. So game number 2 between Team Brazil and Beastcoast. Going to be coming up in just a few minutes, everyone. So definitely stay tuned. We'll see you after just a short break.